Hello, I have returned to open some more Pokemon today. Some more booster boxes, 2 booster boxes in fact. And I am so excited because, as you can tell, I really like Zekrom. Zekrom is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And we finally have, a new set that kind of, where Zekrom is like the main star, alongside Reshiram, of course. But yeah, not since, Team Up back in like 2019, we haven't really had a whole lot of focus on Zekrom and TCG. So I'm, so excited. Plus, just Gen 5 is my second favorite gen. Like I started in Gen 4, and then like right after that, Gen 5 came out, and I love it, just as much. Just maybe a little bit less, but whatever, that's besides the point. I love Gen 5, and I'm glad that Pokemon finally, they're always glazing Gen 1. They're always, giving it special attention with, Kanto shit and, Gen 1. They did the frickin', Pokemon 151 TCG set. It's like, hey guys, you want more Kanto, pandering? Oh, you do? Cool. Yeah, here's a whole Kanto set, as we don't have enough, attention towards those Pokemon. So I'm glad there's like, hey, let's do that, but for like another generation. I honestly thought it would have like, jumped over to like Gen 2. They kept up, that trend of creating dedicated sets, for an entire generation. But no, they went over straight to Gen 5, and hey, I'm not gonna complain. They were kind of doing like semi-dedicated sets back during the Sun and Moon days, actually. Like, I think starting with Ultra Prism, like that set was very Gen 4 focused, and then right after that, Forbidden Light was very Gen 6 focused. So they were kind of doing that for a while, but like a fully dedicated set for one entire generation of Pokemon, yeah, this is a first for them. And obviously not since Gen 5 TCG, we haven't had like a Gen 5 dedicated TCG set. So I'm gonna save the Zekrom box, Black Bolt, the Black Bolt box for later. Yeah, I'm gonna open both of these. We're gonna start off with White Flare. And yeah, I obviously like Zekrom a lot. Reshiram, I actually also really like Reshiram. I think Reshiram is a super sleek design. So we pull any cool Reshiram cards, I will not complain. Also, by the way, you will notice that these boxes are not shrink wrapped. The eBay seller that I bought them from, they made it pretty clear. It's like, hey, these boxes are not going to be shrink wrapped, but they are, unopened. And yeah, because usually something like that would be a red flag. But I like that. It's not my first rodeo, shopping online. I like the seller's ratings. Thousands of ratings, very highly rated. So it's like, okay, I'm it's slightly cheaper than the other eBay listings, so I'm just gonna purchase from this seller. And yeah, and it got here super quick because it came here through DHL shipping. That's like basically like 1 day shipping. So yeah, I had this arrived like 2 days ago, and I'm gonna crack this open. Starting off with this White Flare box. Oh boy, I haven't really taken a that big of a look at this set. I know from White Flare specifically. This the reverse foils here have a chance to be master, have the Master Ball pattern. I don't think I've opened because the Master Ball pattern, they had that in 151 and in Prismatic Evolutions. I've still yet to open any Prismatic Evolutions, and I opened very little of 151, so yeah, I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to reverse foils that might have that special pattern. So I will have to keep an eye out for that. But we've got a Clang to start us off, and a Barizion, very nice. Very nice. I do like the Swords of Justice a whole lot. Oh, and there's 2 more cards. Okay, so I guess the card trick is 2 to the front, and then, yeah, cool. Yeah, so from this set, from White Flare, the really nice Reshiram cards, definitely gonna hope to get that. The Hilda Full Art, or SIR, that is definitely, after the Zekrom cards, those 2 would be my next biggest chase cards, just because she's definitely my favorite female protagonist design wise. I love her design a whole lot, so I'd be very happy pulling her. I'm glad that she finally got a full art after Rosa got hers years ago. New Yukimori card, very nice. I'm always gonna shout these out. Love Yukimori's work. We got Durant, that's going off to the side. A very nice Substrika. So yeah, besides, oh man, this is a nice Rufflet. Dude, that's a crazy long artist name. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. That's crazy. This is a cool Rufflet. This might also go to the side. Yeah, but besides Hilda and like the Reshiram cards, I don't know what else is in this set. I was kind of skimming through the set lists, and I did see that a Black Bolt, like, if I could only open one, it would be Black Bolt, and not just because it has the Zekrom cards, but it just has pretty much almost all of my favorite Unova Pokemon. Like the Pokemon in White Flare are the ones that I don't quite care as much. Oh, I forgot to do the card trick, oops. Although like Unova, I think overall has like the strongest collection of, Pokemon introduced in that gen. So yeah, like even a lot of these, like I like Zubat. I used it on my original White playthrough. Where is it? Scrafty's awesome. Actually, quite like Emboar. Yeah, like Unova just has so many good Pokemon, dude. It has so many good Pokemon. It's insane to me just how much hate some of these Pokemon were getting back in the day. I guess that's something I've always wanted to kind of talk about. Like, this is something I would probably bring up whenever I would inevitably maybe do like a video on my main channel talking about Gen 5 Pokemon. But, like that's right when I was, getting into Pokemon, going online and, and just being like, oh shit, oh damn, okay. Hold that thought, me. Oh, that's nice. Let me compare that to the regular Durant. Let me pull that just cause pull it up right here. Wow, dude, Durant got two really nice cards. Nice. Oh man, I had not really paid attention to this card. Yeah, because I don't particularly care for Durant. Actually, it's kind of cool because it was pretty good back in Dynamax days. Wow, this is a really nice card. Like the ant colony, like the stuff going on here underground. This is a very beautiful card. My favorite SIRs are always that depict like a scene of the Pokemon in nature. So something like this, where you can kind of get a little portrait of what it would be like to see Durants out in the wild. Like I love this. They're collecting the berries down there. This is awesome. This is a very nice illustrator rare. Yeah, that is very nice. Put it off to the side. And we got a Kling Clang at the very end. Very nice. Actually, I don't really care for Kling Clang. I wish it had a better moveset. It's kind of just a worse Magnezone line, if I'm being honest, but I don't hate it that much. But yeah, so when Gen 5 was coming out, I was, just barely getting into, using, the internet on a more regular basis. Just kind of, looking up stuff on YouTube or, going on forums, like on Cerebi and Smogon and stuff. And I was completely oblivious, at that time, that people were just apparently just shitting on Gen 5. Like on a lot, I knew that people hated a lot of the designs. Ooh, look at that! Oh wow, I think that is the Master Ball pattern. That looks like a Master Ball to me. Yep, there it is. I see the M on a Sigilyph, however you pronounce this Pokemon. That's cool. I don't know. I don't really know how much these Master Ball reverse foils are worth. I don't particularly care, but apparently they're rare. So I will, put this off to the side. We got Archeops, which I really love. That's based off the Archaeopteryx. I don't know how you pronounce that animal's name, but as a fan of paleontology and evolutionary biology, it's cool that we have, this Pokemon based off such a important specimen in the field of science, paleontology. Sorry, I kind of have paleontology and that on my mind a bit because of the video I'm working on my main channel. You'll see why when it comes out. But yeah, so I always knew that people hated like, oh, there's an ice cream Pokemon, or wow, they just made a chandelier as a Pokemon, or shit like that, or wow, it's just trash. It's literally trash, Garbodor. I always knew about that, but speaking of Garbodor, there it is. This is a cool card. Might put that to the side. But what I didn't know about is people really hated the fact that black and white, you could only catch you could only catch a black and white Pokemon in those games. It's like, what? You're telling me I can't go back and, catch, my favorites, all these Pokemon that I've grown to, to love and use before? I had no idea that was a discourse going on. And, I guess for me, who had just started out, playing Pokemon, before Gen 5, I thought that was cool. I didn't really think anything of it. I was just seeing all the new Unova Pokemon. I remember being so excited, already planning out my team. It's like, oh, I'm definitely gonna use Crocodile. I might use Darmanitan because I really like how it looks. Oh man, holy crap! We're getting the SIRs or special illustration rares pretty early. Wow, this is Swadloon, I believe. Yeah, because the little one is called Sawaddle, I think. Yeah, Swadloon and then Levini. This is very nice. This is so pretty. I love the colors here, bro. I love like this part of the game, like that forest. I don't remember the name of the forest, but I remember just having so much fun exploring that part of the game. God, I've really grown to like appreciate black and white too, like as the years have gone by. So I remember at the time, I was still like going back and playing a whole lot of like Platinum, even a little bit of Soul Silver. Like Gen 4 was my thing, really up until like heading into Gen 6, and as I started getting like into VGC, that's when I kind of just started focusing more on the competitive side of things. Yeah, and kind of just sticking to the current gen. But yeah, I love those games, and this card kind of takes me back. This is a really nice card. Again, not a Pokemon that I particularly care for, but I love the fact that every Gen 5 Pokemon, is getting a special. Yo, my God! Oh my God! Holy shit! I love that every Gen 5 Pokemon is getting an illustration rare, and what I have right here is a special illustration rare of one of my absolute favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, Hydreigon. I fucking love this Pokemon. Like, I want to say easily my top 5 Gen 5 Pokemon, but Gen 5 has some bangers, bro. Like Zekrom, Volcarona, Landorus, like Hydreigon, Genesect. I think just right off the cuff, those would have to be my top 5 Gen 5 Mons. Amoonguss is definitely up there for me as well. Wow, dude, this card is fucking awesome. This is what I meant. Like, White Flare still has some banger Pokemon that I would love to like pull, and this is one of the best ones, I think. It's hard, topping this. Holy crap. It's crazy. For a second, I thought I was pulling the Zekrom as special illustration rare because it looks very similar. So I was getting my wires crossed for a second there. As I was like revealing the card. Dude, this is amazing. Oh my God. I am so happy. That is an amazing pull. A double illustration rares in one pack. Oh crap. Oh God, I'm so excited. That's awesome, bro. That is awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's amazing. We'll love to see that. We'll love to see that. Anyway, so I was saying that I'm glad that every Unova Pokemon is getting illustration rare. It will make completing this set pretty tough, but I love that you're just giving attention to every Pokemon. Like, I think not even 151 did that. Not even 151. So I'm glad. I'm glad that they're doing that, and hopefully if they keep doing these sets that just focus on one generation of Pokemon, they give everything, an illustration rare. I think that would be awesome. It would be tough to collect, but just show some love. Share some love for every Pokemon out there, because every Pokemon is somebody's favorite, even if some Pokemon are pretty crappy, in my opinion. Not Terrakion though. I actually really love Terrakion. It's probably my favorite fighting type. Actually, no, I probably like Iron Hands a bit more. But Terrakion is top 3 fighting type for me, just because I won a regional with it back in the day. And Tornadus, another really good VGC Pokemon. So yeah, I was talking about the Gen 5 controversy because I remember being so excited, just planning out my team. Just like, it's like, oh man, this new Pokemon looks really cool. Oh. Sorry, I got like a little notification on my phone. It's because I think, here, let me, I am charging my phone as I record. And I think it said like, oh, phone is overheating. So hopefully it didn't mess up the recording right there. Yeah, yeah, sorry. I just really wanted to record this before I kind of spend the rest of the day doing some other stuff. It's like, oh, man, I just want to open these booster boxes right now. But my phone's battery was a little bit low. I think this still looks good. I might open this pack. Oh, double monkey. I might open this pack and kind of pause the recording. Oh shit, we got a regular Hydreigon. Not as cool as the other one, but hey, we got a Hydreigon box right here. Holy crap, okay. Cool, I might pause the recording right here just because I feel like the footage is lagging a bit. I'll pause and come back. So, see you in a second. And we're back, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was charging up my phone. I didn't think. I kind of forgot that might, make my phone overheat a bit charging it while I record. Hopefully those last couple seconds, that last minute, that previous half was not lagging a bit. It looked like the frame rate was dropping a bit. So it would be a shame if, especially the audio got kind of messed up. So I am praying that is not an issue once I load this up in Premiere. We got a fucking clown, bro. That's appropriate because I was clowning right now, thinking that this entire recording would go without a hitch. This is me right now, Hong Kong. Oh wow, we got Buffalon. Cool, back-to-back EXs. Cool. It's a bison with an afro. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I like Buffalon, it's fine. It's a fine enough normal type. Compared to Tauros, because they're supposed to be counterparts. Oh shit, I moved my tripod right here. I don't know. I kind of like Tauros a bit more. I think just because I find bulls just a little bit more scary than just a bison. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you if I had to pick one or the other. Okubo. I believe I recognize this artist because I got a Scraggy promo like a couple months ago. I'll pull it up right here. That I had no idea that existed, and I really like the card, the art from that card, and I believe it was by this artist because this art style looks very, very familiar to that other card. So yeah, this will go off to the side. Oh wow, never mind. That is going in. That's going into the bulk pile because we immediately got a reverse foil. That's really funny. Yeah, that Scraggy card has like really cute art, and so does the Scrafty, or that like promo set. So yeah, the art just stuck out to me. Anyway, as I was saying, like I'm like attempt number 3 on talking about this. If you were complaining back in the day, I'm like, oh, black and white, I can't. What do you mean I can't use Pikachu? I want to use Pikachu in my playthrough for the millionth time. Like, just shut up, bro. Like, probably grown-ass man back in the day just bitching about that. And it's like, learn to love new Pokemon, dude. Like, shut up. We got Samurott. I kind of like Samurott. I will say, Gen 5, for as many good Pokemon as it does have, the starters are not really among my favorite. Like, I think Serperior is easily the best looking one, but I would never use one in an in-game playthrough just because its in-game move pool kind of sucks. Like, it's just grass moves, normal moves, and it learns Dragon Pulse. Samurott and Emboar, they're like exactly in the middle of the pack for me of me ranking the water starters and the fire starters. Like, they're not in the lower half of Mons. We got Hilda. I'm gonna definitely kind of separate you, even the regular one. They're definitely not in like the group of starters where I'm like, oh, I don't like this design. But they're also not in the group of starters where I'm like, oh, I really like this design. So they're kind of like whatever for me. Like on my Pokemon White playthrough, I chose Oshawott. So yeah, I went with Samurott. And then in White 2, I changed that up. It's like, okay, this time I'm gonna go with Tepig. Just because they're both like even for me. So yeah, Gen 5's goated. I'm glad that history has kind of been kind to this gen because it's really good. We got another really nice looking Scraggy card. Maybe this was the artist? I might be confusing art styles here. Yeah, that Scraggy card looked familiar to this. I'll correct myself in post, so you will know. Right now, I don't know, yeah. We got Tepig, very cute little pig. And we got another Samurott, cool. So I did see that my previous recording is 16 minutes. Right now I'm at reaching 5 minutes. So this video, just opening this white flare box, I'm already like 20 minutes in, so I gotta maybe pick up the pace. Got a Drotagon. I feel like I've not pulled this Pokemon out of this in a Mienshao. Yeah, I've not pulled those Pokemon out of this box so far. Oh, nice, let's go. I love how you know exactly what this background art is referencing. Yeah, like the underwater ruins that I think you could explore in Black and White too. I actually don't remember you could explore them in Black and White, but I know they're definitely in like Black and White too, because you could like find the Arceus plates down there. Oh man, this is so cute. That is our fourth illustration rare. There's our fourth illustration rare. I actually don't know the rates of these boxes. I've only seen one opening of somebody opening these boxes. So yeah, I really have no idea. So I will happily take any additional illustration rares. This is very nice. And we got a Gothitelle at the end there. Yeah, like all of these, besides the Hydreigon, I'm getting illustration rares for Pokemon that that I particularly care for, but they're all such nice looking cards that I cannot hate. Like even my absolute least favorite Pokemon in Gen 5, which is probably Patrat or Watchdog. Some of the monkeys I'm not that big of a fan of. I like the baby monkeys. The baby monkeys are all cute. The evolutions are where they start to lose me. Yeah, I couldn't tell you which one I like the most out of those three, so don't ask. The monkeys, Patrat, Watchdog, or Watchhog, whatever it's called. Those are like my least favorites, but I'm sure if I get like a really like an illustration rare of those, it'll probably look nice and I can forgive it. Like Simisear especially, Simisear has a, whoa, dude, we're just getting like a ton of illustration rares. Holy crap! Again, a Swanna, cool. It's a bird. It is a bird. It is a flying type, a water flying type that exists. But this is such a pretty card, bro. God, that is nice. That is such a nice looking card. Yeah, these are all bangers, bro. Like, just please, artists, just miss once. Actually, don't miss. This is amazing. This Zoroark is also really cool looking. That's a cool looking Zoroark. Yeah, Simisear has a really nice looking card from Crown Zenith. That's actually probably one of my favorite cards from Galarian Gallery, in that set. And it's for a Pokemon that I really don't like. Like, I really don't like Simisear all that much, but that card, like the way, the artist's art style, it just makes it stand out. Like, I just cannot hate the card. And we got not only a reverse foil Yukamori, Durant, so I'll be replacing the other Durant. We got the man himself, or herself, I guess, because Reshiram's more feminine and Zekrom's more masculine, but they're both genderless in game. But we got the main Pokemon itself. I don't know. Bro's trying not to misgender Pokemon. Reshiram. Cool. Just a regular EX, nothing crazy. But yeah, I'll take it. Reshiram's cool. Again, Zekrom's way cooler, but Reshiram is all right in my book. It is a very, very solid design. And so is Kyurem. I actually quite like the Kyurem forms. Kyurem, actually, that's something I hadn't even, are there even Kyurem Black? I know there should be Kyurem Black and Kyurem White illustration versions of this set. I actually haven't even looked at those. I would love to pull a Kyurem White illustration rare. Got Jellicent. Just because I actually really love Kyurem White. It's funny, I like Zekrom more, but then Kyurem White I like far more than Kyurem Black. So it kind of swaps there. So like when when White 2 was being released, being the direct sequel to White, and seeing that how you could catch Reshiram there, and by extension, you would be getting Kyurem White in that game. I was pretty happy about that because I just think it looks way cooler than Kyurem Black. Maybe because Kyurem Black is like kind of hunched over. Bro does not have the best posture. Kyurem White just looks cooler. Anyway, that was the first box. That is the end of the White Flower box. God, I can't. I'm having so much fun. I can't even talk. I can't even talk right now. So I'm gonna put this here on the ground and crack open the second box, baby. 2 boxes, 1 video. I considered splitting these into 2 different videos, but I thought maybe, I think maybe 1 box per video might be a bit too short. For some reason, I just thought because these packs have like less cards than English packs, in them. So I feel like I might, run through it too quickly, but no, I think actually maybe it was a better idea to just split these into 2 different videos. So this video will actually be pretty lengthy. It might end up being the longest video I put out so far. Okay, I'm just getting straight into it. I've got a new electric card. There's some kind of controversy going on. It's minor controversy, because this is basically a direct reprint of the Dragon's Exalted Electric. And if you don't know anything about the Pokemon TCG competitively, that card, and by extension this card, I guess that card specifically back in the day was really good because it was electric energy acceleration. So you would use it in Rayquaza EX decks. I want to say like in some Zekrom decks. It was just like a really good card. And this is basically an exact reprint of that card, except the wording on the ability is just slightly different. So Pokemon put out a statement. It's like, hey, yeah, we know this is basically the same card as back then, but you can't use the card from back in the day. Sorry. It's just because like the wording is slightly different, even though it basically means the same thing, which is funny. Starting off with Volcarona. Again, one of my absolute favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. I kind of talked about Volcarona a bit in my debut video on this channel because that's when I opened the Journey Together box that I won over at Portland Regionals, and I used Volcarona at that tournament. It was my first time bringing Volcarona to an in-person tournament, at least like a major, like a regional, national worlds. I might have brought it to a local before. I definitely have brought Volcarona to a local before that tournament. Okay, we got another Volcarona. Damn, okay, just 2 Volcaronas right off the bat. I love Volcarona, and I actually really love that card. It's such a colorful card. So yeah, I guess let me process what I opened in that White Flower box. The Hydreigon, obviously best pull. We did not get the Hilda, but that is fine. I did not expect to get the Hilda Full Art or SIR. Got a fucking Oreo. I don't know what the hell. Oh wait, it's like a coin. Sorry, I just saw this. It looks like an Oreo, but it's like a coin, I guess. Yeah, whatever. So hopefully, I can't be too greedy. We already got a really good pull today. But still, I would like any Zekrom card. Just even the EX, just give me anything, bro. We're trying to manifest it, bro. I have more Zekrom plushies. I didn't point this out. I have more Zekrom plushies and more Zekrom figures. But if I put all of them here, it would be too much. So I only brought over one of them, 1 each. But we're trying to manifest it. Just give me a Zekrom card. If I pull the special illustration rare or like that special, Full Art, the really nice looking one that's like all black. This video might get age restricted because I will literally fucking bust if I pull either of those cards. This might. Okay. Anyway, we got a Reshiram. That is not Zekrom, but it's a very cute looking Reshiram. Oh, we got something else. It's a grass type. What? Superior? Is it Superior? Hey, I guessed correctly. I actually did not know. I was about to say Amoonguss, but we just got an Amoonguss EX in Journey Together. Hey, we got Superior, and we got a Reshiram. Very cool, very cute. I was about to say very, very kawaii, but like in a sarcastic tone, like not ironically, not unironically. Very kawaii. Yeah, the Musharna is very kawaii. Yeah, so please give me a Zekrom card. I would be extremely happy if you did Mr. Booster Box, Conkeldurr. I do quite like Conkeldurr. It makes me very sad that Conkeldurr just doesn't get a whole lot of usage nowadays in VGC just because Urshifu kind of just dominates as being the premier fighting type in VGC. Because I actually really like Conkeldurr. I think it's such a balanced, strong Pokemon. I guess I just enjoy it just because it was pretty good back in 2015, and that's my absolute favorite format. That is a regular Pokeball, not Master Ball. Ooh, Meloetta, nice. Meloetta is also pretty cute. Cool. Shout out Meloetta. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say, but I do like this Pokemon actually. Yeah, I quite like Conkeldurr, and it was really good in 2015. Obviously, back in Gen 5, you know, when I started playing competitively. And it was also, I don't think it really did a whole lot in 2018 when it was legal again. Yeah, I definitely don't remember it being that viable. I guess just because the Tapus were everywhere. So just fairy types were everywhere and like Mega Gardevoir. Oh, this is cool, Bear Tech. Shout out Mr. Peculiar Bear. If you know, you know. So yeah, then Conkeldurr was good again at the start of Sword and Shield of the Dynamax days. It was also pretty good back then. And those were formats I all enjoyed. So every format that Conkeldurr has been viable in has been among my favorite VGC formats. So I think I just grew on to have an affinity for that Pokemon. Plus, I just think it's slightly cooler than its Gen 1 counterpart in Machamp. But Machamp's also pretty cool. But neither Pokemon is as cool as Landorus. I really love Landorus, both Lando I and Lando T. Sadly, I don't think there are any cards of the Therian forms of the genies in this set. I might be wrong, but I don't think there are, and that makes me sad just because I love Lando T. You know, if we're talking about VGC, you know, Lando T used to be the guy. You know, he used to be the face of VGC. Plus, I just think it's a really cool looking Pokemon on its own. You know, just taking away any relevancy it might have to competitive stuff. Like, it's a fucking, you know, cool ass looking lion. Like, Lando T is awesome. It's definitely the best of the Therian forms. Thundurus T is also pretty cool. Tornadus Therian is it's a bird. It is a bird, I will say that much. Yeah, Chandelure and Conkeldurr, cool. Shout out Lamp Gang. If you know, you know. I should probably put that Chandelure in my good pile, but I'm gonna organize all of these cards after I'm done recording. I just have like two unorganized piles of like the cards that I know for sure are going into the special binders, and then all my bulk. I'm gonna fucking balloon, air balloon. I don't know. I have no clue what it would do. Oh, I can probably guess that too. Probably maybe it means like attach this to a card to a Pokemon, and its retreat cost goes down by 2. If I had to guess, I'm gonna put a thing right here to see if I'm correct or not. But that's gonna be my guess on what that card does. Oh shit, God. Scavalier, and then Thundurus. Thundurus looks very pissed. And it's actually by HNCL, who's an artist I'm very familiar with, you know, way before they started doing work for Pokemon. I wanna say the very first card they illustrated for Pokemon was that Lucario V-Star. That was like the promo and the Crown Zenith Elite Trainer boxes. I want to say that was the very first card they illustrated for Pokemon. But they're an artist I've been following on Twitter for years, like years before that. They do amazing work. I love their art so much. And you know, I'm always glad to pull, you know, a card that they've drawn. So yeah, definitely among my favorite artists. We got Unpleasant, more unpleasant because it's a not very interesting Pokemon. We got Tynamo, which looks like a little sperm. Maractus, Lilligant. Oh, yo, let's go. Oh my God, what did I say? I literally, yo, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let Zekrom fall. All right, I said, give me any Zekrom card, and the Lord has blessed me with a Zekrom card. It is the full art. It's not one of the crazy ones. It's not one of the crazy ones, but still very nice. Very nice. Oh man, I am so happy. I am a very happy boy right now. Oh man. God, editing the audio of this video is gonna be a very fun part because there's gonna be some loud parts in this video. I'm just gonna say that much. Oh man, I fucking love this card. Not just because it's Zekrom. I just love, like in general, the color combination of like yellow or gold and black. I love that color combo. Like yellow is already my favorite color. And then yeah, Zekrom's my favorite Pokemon. This is an amazing full art. I fucking love this card so much. Oh man, what did I say? What did I say, bro? YouTube, don't age restrict me. Don't age restrict me. Oh my god, this has been a very good opening. I cannot complain. I absolutely cannot complain. I am very glad I decided to pick up these boxes and that this is what I'm getting. You know, I'm very happy, just like this Dormanitan just enjoying itself running out in the wild. Amoonguss basking in the sun. Shout out Amoonguss. Speaking of VGC Pokemon. Oh, I see yellow. Is that another Zekrom? Is that another Zekrom? That might be just the regular Zekrom EX. Yo, I was gonna say, but I remember now seeing the Scolipede. I remember what I was gonna say before I pulled that Zekrom. That Gen 5 fucking popped off with the bug types that introduced, bro. There's no miss. Like Leavenny, I think I talked about this in a video before. Like Leavenny is the one that I care the least about, but it's still pretty solid. Every other bug type is a banger. Scolipede, Scavalier, Excelgor, Genesect, Volcarona, Crustle. God, and this is such a nice illustration rare as well. So this is a double pack. Is it a double? Yo, let's go, let's go. Yep, it was a Zekrom. Oh my God. Back-to-back Zekroms. And then just a double hitter pack as well. Dude, we got like half the Zekroms in this set. I think now I'm just missing, you know, those special like illustration rares. Oops, I hit my tripod again. Oh man, these boxes have been fucking amazing, dude. Holy crap. Wow. Let me remove these packs from here. I don't know why I'm like creating a pile there like within frame. Oh man. Okay. Bisharp, Alomomola. You know, Bisharp got an evolution, King Gambit, very cool. Alomomola should have been a Lubdisk evolution. I kind of get why it's not an evolution, just because, you know, Lubdisk wouldn't be in black and white. Actually, I mean, you could have just put Lubdisk in the post game, because black and white post game has non-Gen 5 Pokemon. It will forever piss me off. This is not a Lubdisk evolution. Like, I know I'm not the only one, but, you know, it just has to be said. It just has to be said. We got a fucking alien. And another Lander is cool. Oh, man. How many packs do we got? We got like, I don't know. I'm counting like a couple more. We're not quite at the end yet. But this video is gonna be very long. I see the recording right now is like 23 minutes. So combine that with what I had before. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty lengthy video. Oh man. I forget what this thing is called. Not a POW pad. Pokenav, Pokegear. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Some iPad shit. Okay, nice. We got a Girder illustration rare. Very cute. Look at that. Look at that. Helping out the workers back there. This is cute. Nice. Sorry, it's just so hard to go back to just like a very, very I don't want to say like basic illustration, right? But like after the highs of, you know, pulling those Zekroms, you know, it's gonna take a whole lot more. You know, you're really getting me worked up at this point. And a Victini holo rare. This is a very nice looking Victini. So yeah, that's also off to the side. Off to the side it goes. There is also a Victini like full art, the red full art that kind of goes along with the Reshiram and the Zekrom. I think I know in Japan, I think it's only being released as a promo. I know somewhere it's only being released as a promo. I don't remember if the Victini is pullable in either of these sets. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but back-to-back Victinis. But that is also a very nice card. Yeah, the Victini. I don't even know what they're called. I just call them like the monochromatic full arts. Because that's what they are. They are literally monochromatic full arts. I don't know what the official term is. It's like black and white something. I don't freaking know. I don't know. Again, I'll put a correction on screen just to inform you if you don't know, and so you don't have to comment down below. I mean, you should comment down below for engagement, but yeah, I will correct myself. I will not be spreading misinformation. Okay, I don't like that. Okay. What I do like is this very cute. Holy shit. That Crustle. What the fuck is its pre-evolution called? Oh my god, I actually forgot this Pokemon's name. I feel so bad because this is such a cute Pokemon and I love this card. Oh man, this is how this Pokemon feels. It's mad that I don't know its name. I'm sorry, little bug dude, little hermit crab Pokemon. Holy shit, what is it called? You know what, comment down below what that Pokemon is called. Comment down below, thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, now we're hitting, we got 4 more packs. 4 more packs, including this one that I'm opening up right here. Oh man, what an amazing opening. What an amazing opening. I'm so happy. I will do my best to open more of this set because I definitely need to get my hands on a Black Bolt ETB. I need that ETB with Zekrom's face on it for the collection. Holy crap, we got another illustration rare. We got an Unfezant. Wait, this is not Unfezant. This is the middle evolution. This is it's Pidove. Pidove evolves into this thing, which evolves into Unfezant. Holy crap, I'm forgetting Pokemon names. God. Comment down below. Comment down below. What is this thing's called? Yeah, what is this thing called? We got a Kyurem. Cool. Literally cool. Yeah, ice type. Oh my god, we got another double hitter though. That's cool. Oh man, what is that thing called? God, it's is Crustle's pre-evolution called Churo? No, Churo is the stupid looking turtle that evolves into the other turtle, the snapping turtle. Oh, this is Fennel, right? Actually, Fennel's very cute. One of the more underrated female NPCs. Very cute. I like her. Off to the side. I think she has a full art in this set as well. That would be very nice to pull. But I don't think we're getting it at this point. So like, I forgot the other turtle's name, like, cause this is Tortuga and then Caracosta. I know those two. Oh man, I'm just all over the place. All right, we got two last packs. I think we pulled everything that I am likely to pull from this box. So I might not end on that high of a note, but we never know. We never know. I got Mandibuzz, Electros, which I quite like. A little monkey dude. This thing, that's Scolipede. We got Simi. Oh my god, my brain is like mush right now. I think I'm still like processing all those cool cards I pulled earlier. I'm just forgetting. I said Gen 5, my second favorite generation. It's like, oh guys, I really like just Generation. I love so many of the Pokemon from it. I love Black and White and Black and White too. Can't even remember the Pokemon names, Oh man, I am a fake Pokemon fan. Juniper, Reuniclus. Have I even put a Reuniclus earlier in this box? I don't know. Let's see. Are we gonna get anything cool? We got Seismitoad. I actually do like Seismitoad. I used it on my Pokemon White playthrough. So I do like this frog dude. And then the last card is a Haxorus, which actually does have card art I really like. This is a very nice looking Haxorus. So I guess we kind of did end on somewhat of a high note. But oh boy, that was amazing. that right there, these two boxes I opened, like that was something else. I am very, very happy, again, just to look through all these cards and yeah, and just look at them in my binder. Actually, I'm like looking at the Seismitoad right now. Is this a Master Ball? I kind of stopped paying attention. These were Master Ball reverse foils. Yeah, this is not a Master Ball. I'm gonna have to look through my bulk right after I stop recording to make sure I didn't miss any Master Ball reverse foils potentially. But yeah, that was the opening of most of these boxes. I will try to open more of this set, whether it be in English or in Japanese. Yeah, because I definitely want to collect some more of this set. But today I made some excellent progress in getting the cards that I really wanted to get. Definitely gonna try to get my hands on Black Ball ETV. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that is the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.